Hi all, welcome to this latest F1 2015 career mode with Manor Marussia. As always, if you can smash 20 plus likes, be awesome, and for more as a bonus. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and follow me on Twitter at GLegend. This time guys, we are into round 15 at Sochi in Russia. One of the new circuits in the F1 calendar, and it is a circuit I'm really unfamiliar with. But for what I've driven of it so far, it feels familiar like Catalonia in Spain when it was the European Grand Prix. So it's quite a familiar track in that instance, that's how it feels. So hopefully it feels the same when we drive round qualifying and also the race. We're getting there guys, we've only got 5 races to go. We've got, after this we have USA, Mexico, Brazil and Abu Dhabi. So let's see what we've got guys. It seems to be an option setup for tyres. See what we can put together for our lap. And probably no surprise that someone like Hamilton or maybe even Rosberg might sneak in and take pole. So we've got a decent objective to set. I think we might get it if we get some good... Oh, we've not hit the DRS. I'll leave it. I don't really need DRS there because that's just kind of... It feels useless in a sense, but I might be wrong. If we can go flat out round 2 perfectly, I think we could get a good time because this is where it makes a big difference. I'm a bit wide, but we've done alright. Went a bit wide there, that's not ideal. Come on. Let's see. Not bad. Not bad for sector. 17th. Down to 19th. Come on, pick up the pace. Can get up to about 16th, 17th, it's not too bad. Don't want to be 19th or 20th. That's all we need because he is absolutely dire. He's the back marker by a mile. So, right, let's see. DRS here. Hopefully get a good flat out section to pick up the pace and get a chance of... Oh, it's maybe good, but we went a bit wide there to go up to 16th and 18th wide again. We're not doing too great, we're making too many wide errors. But as I said, this is a track I'm rather unfamiliar with compared to others, but oh, just ended my qualifying there. I think that just kind of scuppered me there. Went from, oh whoa, that's went up to 12. Just in one bit. Right, this is interesting. We finished 18th. What looked like could have been 13th or 14th. We finish in 18th for qualifying. Jeff's not happy, no surprise, but Jeff, that was pretty tight to be honest. We must all be between 12th and 19th, must be like very little time, must be max half a second by the looks of it. But no surprise, Hamilton's pole. It's just basically the same top 10 nearly always. Let me know guys in the comments if you have this issue at all in qualifying. It's a bit of an odd one. And we have rain. Right, if this is anything like Monza, we could be in for an interesting race because this could have major consequences for us, for the race really, because as we said in Monza we got a good pole, good position on the grid and we're almost in the podium and we had a disaster. Could we have deja vu again in Sochi? I very much doubt it because it's looking at how we've driven for qualifying, I would say we're not going to be too competitive to the point where we're going to be challenging in the points. But we're going to give it a good push. So we've got Hulkenberg, Nasser, Grosjean, Ricciardo, Massa, Bottas, Vettel, Raikkonen, Rosberg and Hamilton. See what happens guys, and we will hopefully have a good race. And as we suspected, it is intermediates. See what we can do guys, 13 laps, should be a good race. And we're going to go rich for the first lap just to try and push the car. Been suggested to go rich for like the first lap. Don't know why, but you can see why if you want to give yourself a bit of a good push. And not too great a start with Ericsson pulling miles away from us, but we're going to sneak down the inside on the first bend. Get ourselves into 11th, a bit wide, bit of a minor corner cut there, but we are in 11th. Nice jump there, but as we said in qualifying it was quite competitive for that last couple bends, so we must have a bit of decent pace for qualifying. But obviously we are in the way and we've nudged Nasser a little bit there, but we're going to jump down into standard. And we're neck and neck here, and this is going to be quite interesting. See if we can get through this section of the track and take them. Yes, we have. We always seem to find first couple of laps we seem to match the AI quite well for pace before tyres start to kick in properly for whatever reason. And Nazar's still behind us for now. But we're just trying to take a... Oh, that was a bit weird there. Didn't want to take that kind of heavy turn there, but luckily no one came behind us. Nazar's not too far behind, but there's a bit of a gap developing from behind Nazar, so that's not too bad. It's a bit of an encouragement. And Nazar's got us, to be honest. Oh, we've given him a ram. That was my fault there, I would definitely admit that, but we'll let him keep the place. Luckily no damage to the wings, because Jeff's not told us. I'm trying to... that was a bit cheeky there. Maybe give him the place back on the next bend. Nope. I thought he was going to take it there, but he never. Didn't go exactly flat out through that bend. And we are going to go first lap into lap 2 in 10th. Good start so far. See what we can muster up. Right, this has been an absolute nightmare, guys. We are currently sitting in 10th, but we have got something up ahead. Oh my god, it's Rosberg. This is a bonus, and I've went wide there horribly. Rosberg must have a serious puncture, which is going to make a major dent in his title hopes, guys. What's interesting is he was practically leading the race, so we've managed to we've kept 10th for practically the whole race. We've not really had much danger. But the biggest worry is now is what's behind us in Verstappen, and I think also maybe I would say Button or Alonso. Must be a McLaren behind us as well for what I've seen. But 9th for them. Oh, we've got a retiree. This is exciting. Is this in front of us or behind us? If it's in front of us, we could go up to 8th. If it's behind us, it might just help us out a little bit. Yeah, we've got 2 or 3 cars behind us by the looks of it. Coming to lap 12, guys, we have a great chance of maybe sealing points. I wouldn't say guaranteed yet, because the biggest problem is we've still got 2 laps to go and Verstappen's taking us, but we are going to take the place back. What the hell? What the hell? Button and Verstappen, and also kind of myself in a sense. Between the 3 of us, we all were in a bit of a muck up there. I think Verstappen tried to take my back end away there. He had been at it all season with me. He doesn't like me at all. But he must have hit my back end coming through the bend when he knew he couldn't even remotely overtake me. And Button decided to just give him one nudge off the track further just to say go away. I think that's kind of just sealed a point at least now. But Button, for what we've noticed in the last couple of laps, he has been gaining massively on us. As if his cars suddenly developed power. And he's had a good season in a sense, but not really a good sense from a McLaren perspective, if you know what I mean. That they're not doing too great. But we've still got 9th, we've got enough fuel to keep us going. Tyres look really degraded. The temperatures are all over the place. I really do not know what to expect. So some are cold, but some are quite warm. So I'm not sure what's wrong with the tyres at all. Coming to lap 13, guys, our final lap. Right, that's good to know. So we're quite contrasting. But what I'm noticing is, if these tyres are playing up temperature wise, or if one of them at the point where they're too cold to the point where they could go, or one of the hot tyres could go, that is what's going to be a concern, because I don't want deja vu in Monza. If that happens again, then we're scuppered. So we've got 25% fuel, so we should have enough to finish us to the end of the race, even on a rich mix, because Button is still pushing us quite hard. And I don't want to lose 9th. 2 points comes a bit of a bonus now, and every point's going to make a difference coming into the season. See what we can muster up, because at the moment guys like Sainz and even Button to an extent, they could still catch us up for 12th. And 12th is what we really want. That would be a nice overall season objective, and no surprise in the end Hamilton won the race surely because of Rosberg's puncture. He might have retired, I'm not 100% sure, went a bit wide there on fault. But we've had a very solid race, we've not had to worry too much. I think the biggest difference is we've not had to, you don't have to pit when it's wet, that's what makes a big difference. It comes down to how you preserve your tyres. And this time, by the looks of it, we have done maybe just as good a job as in Monza, but the tyres are all definitely been funny. Because if your temperatures are playing up, this is what makes a concern. Right, so Button's not far behind. He's really gaining on us. We've just got to be careful, guys. We've not got much, maybe about half a second. And DRS is not going to make a difference now. Oh, and we have got 9th. Button's literally, whoa, he just flew right past us. So that shows you how close he was. He maybe ended up maybe less, like 3 or 4 tenths in the end. So he literally was gaining on us in that last lap. So we just had enough to spare. Yep, 3 tenths. But that is a good 9th, guys. I cannot deny that at all. Helps us out massively. Definitely hope that this will kick us on quite nicely. Rosberg had the retirement, and it was Alonso who retired. Interesting. And he had a penalty as well, Rosberg, so it was definitely not going from at all. Keeps us on 12th. We're looking even healthier, guys. Remember to leave a like and sub if you're new. The biggest difference is now Rosberg is now in second, Hamilton now has got the lead for the championship. So as I said, leave a like and sub if you're new. Comment down below what you thought of the race. Much appreciated, guys.